I love Christmas. I've always loved Christmas since I was a little kid, and I get excited for Christmas. As a young boy, I couldn't sleep on Christmas. I didn't want to sleep. I wanted to stay up. I wanted to see Santa Claus. I just could not wait for it to be Christmas. I was excited to get gifts, presents, who isn't? I was excited to see cousins and relatives. And I just love Christmas. It's a time of great joy, and I still love Christmas. As I got older, I would get excited for Christmas Mass. Christmas midnight Mass in particular. There's something about staying up, waiting for Jesus to come. And you come to church and it's dark outside and it's cold. But then you come into the church, it's warm and the candles are lit. We're singing Christmas carols. I just love Christmas. And I love the Christmas story. I love in particular thinking about what that was like for St. Joseph. The scriptures don't say a whole lot about St. Joseph. We know he was there. We know he was with Mary, helping, leading. But I got to imagine that once they got to Bethlehem, they got turned away at the inn, and they'd finally settled in that cave or stable where they were going to give birth to our Savior. I got to imagine that St. Joseph got right to work, tidying things up, cleaning up. We know that they spent that night in a place where animals are kept. And so it wasn't very clean. It was probably dirty, it was probably messy and smelly. I got to believe that Joseph, being the good husband and father that he was, he got to work tidying up and making that place as clean and as comfortable as he could for the Blessed Mother and for the birth of Jesus. I like to think about that because it's a beautiful image for what we do during Advent. During Advent, we are preparing for the coming of Jesus. We're preparing for his birth. And in particular, we're preparing our own selves and our own hearts to receive the baby Jesus. And sometimes our own hearts and our own lives are going to look like a messy stable. That's why we have this time. To prepare our hearts to be a manger that can receive Jesus. That's the work of Advent. To prepare for the birth of our Savior. So our prayer in these days is that Jesus would come, that he would be born in our world, that he would be born in our families, that he would be born in our hearts, and that we would be ready, watching, waiting, with expectation for his birth, for his coming, that we would be ready to receive our Savior as a little baby on Christmas.